Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. Okay, and this is science, especially chemistry, and we have studied chapter 1 complete chemical equations and chemical reactions. In this chapter, we have studied what are the chemical equations, how will you define it, and what are the physical change, chemical change. You know very well. Okay, you also know that what are the chemical equations. Okay, as you study that when there are chemical change takes place in the equations, these are so that these are known as chemical equations. Okay, on the basis of it, these are two types. Basically, first one is endothermic reaction, and other one is exothermic reaction. So you have remembered that in endothermic reactions the heat is needed from the outer source, and in exothermic reactions the heat is absorbed from the reaction of the equation to the universe. Okay, now today we will study about the examples of chemical balanced chemical equations. Okay, so here you have to balance from unbalanced chemical equations. Okay, now look at question number first. Write a balance equation. Here given that methane when methane burns in oxygen to form कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. एक्चुअली क्या दिया है कि जो मेथेन है वो ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्शन करती है और रिएक्शन करके क्या बना रहा है ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. ठीक है ना, ये इस इक्वेशन को आप को शो करना है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू राइट वर्ड इक्वेशन. इट्स वर्ड इक्वेशन एंड दिस विल बी methane plus oxygen. This gives carbon dioxide plus water. To convert the chemical equation, we have to write the formula and symbols of these terms. Now tell me, what is the formula of methane? Methane is known as CH4, where C is a carbon and H is a hydrogen. So write CH4 and formula of symbol of oxygen is O2. This gives the reaction of methane and oxygen gives CO2, carbon dioxide and water. H2 is the formula of water. In this equation you can see that in left there are two sides. First one is left side and other side is RHS side. So in left hand side in CH4 carbon is one atom, and in right side carbon is also one atom. Carbon actually here is one, here is also one. ऑक्सीजन जो एटम्स हैं वो कितने हैं? एक्चुअली हेयर आर टू जा 4. हेयर in left side there are 4 atoms, and in right side there are also 4 atoms. 2 oxygen here and 2 oxygen in this water molecule, so that there are total 4 atoms. So we can say that this is the example of balanced chemical equation. Okay, now read the second example. Second question. On adding a aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide to an aqueous solution of copper sulfate hydroxide is precipitated, and sodium sulfate sulfate remains in the solution. Actually what is given here given that copper sulfate react with sodium hydroxide and produces copper hydroxide and sodium sulfate. So in this equation we have to firstly convert this total reaction into word equation, and after that we put up the formula and symbols of these given above substances. So first of all, formula of copper sulfate is CuSO4 and formula of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. And when these both react and gives copper hydroxide CuOH whole twice plus Na2SO4, which is known as sodium sulfate, and CuOH whole twice is known as copper hydroxide. Now compare the both sides. See in left side number of copper atoms 1 in left side and in right side is also 1. So this is balance. And sulfur atoms in left side there are only one atom in copper sulfate, and in the right side there is also one atom in sodium sulfate. So this is also balance. Now look at oxygen atom. In left side there are 5 oxygen atoms, and in right side there are 4 oxygen atoms. So this is unbalanced in value. Now see number of sodium atoms. In left side there is only one sodium atom, and in right side there are 2 sodium atoms. So this is also unbalanced. And now look at hydrogen atom. In left side there is only one hydrogen atom, while in the right side there are 2 hydrogen atoms. So we have seen that there are three category of atoms which are unbalanced in their values. To balance these equations we have to multiply by the suitable number. So we have write the correct chemical equation as CuSO4 plus 2 NaOH multiply by 2 to balance it gives CuOH whole twice plus Na2SO4. This is the balanced chemical equation. Now read next problem. To indicate conditions under which reaction takes place, you have to write conditions like physical condition, chemical condition, and their status also. First one is decomposition of potassium chlorate. What is the formula of potassium chlorate? Formula of potassium chlorate is KClO3 and its state is solid. This is found in solid state. For represent the solid state we have to write S in the bracket. Okay, so the convert into chemical equation. 2KlClO3 in solid form. When we provide heat in the and apply catalyst MnO2, this gives the 2KCl plus 3O2, where KCl is the potassium chloride and O2 is in the gas form, and this is oxygen. Here potassium chloride in the aqueous form into solid form, and oxygen in the gaseous form. Here this symbol represents the heat change, and MnO2 is the catalyst. Now read the second point. Methanol, or it is also known as methyl alcohol. Methanol or methyl alcohol is manufactured from carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Carbon monoxide is a gas, and when it reacts with hydrogen gas at 300 atmospheric pressure and 300 temperature in the presence of zinc oxide and chromium oxide, this gives CH3OH, which is in the liquid form and known as methanol or methyl alcohol. This is very dangerous for health. Never we should drink directly. Next one is the green plants make food by the process photosynthesis. With the chemical equation is given as 6CO2 plus 6H2O. Here CO2 in the form of gas and water in the form of liquid. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, the plant produces glucose or starch, which is in the form of aqua solution, aqueous form, and this is also gives oxygen gas. Okay, in this way you have to understand representation of physical conditions. Okay, next question we have read the problems like types of iron oxide. Important information that there are three forms of iron. First one iron, second oxide, which is given as FeO. FeO means ferrous oxide. Here valency of iron is 2 and atomic number of iron is 26. Now iron third oxide sorry, next बना है iron third oxide and its formula is Fe2O3, which is known as ferric oxide. Here the valency of iron remains 3, and the last one is Fe3O4. This is the mixture of above two. It means ferrous oxide and ferric oxide. Its common name is magnetic iron oxide. This shows the valency 2 and 3. Okay, I hope you have understand this concept. And the last one is steam. What do you mean by steam? Steam is a gaseous form of water. Actually, this is the gaseous state of water. So you have to learn these chemical equations and how to balance. Now you read in your book and solve some examples and write in your notebook. Okay, thank you very much.